Kate Roberts was one of the foremost Welsh-language authors of the 20th century. Known as Brenhines llên, she is known mainly for her short stories, but she also wrote novels. Roberts was also a prominent Welsh nationalist. Life. Roberts was born in the village of Rhogadfan, Carnarvonshire, where her father was a quarryman in the local slate quarries. She graduated in Welsh at the University College of North Wales, Bangor, and then trained as a teacher. She then taught in various schools in South Wales. Roberts met Maurice D. Williams at Plaid Cymru meetings, and later married him in 1928. Williams was a printer, and eventually they bought the printing and publishing house GWASGG, Denbigh, and moved to live in the town in 1935. The press published books, pamphlets and the Welsh-language weekly Wife Anna, for which Roberts wrote regularly. After her husband's death in 1946, she carried on working the press for another 10 years. She remained in Denbigh after her retirement and died in 1985. Alan Llên 2011 biography of Roberts used diaries and letters to shed fresh light on her private life and her relationship with Maurice. Caergors, the quarryman's cottage in which Roberts was born and brought up, has been taken into the care of CADW and turned into a museum open to the public. Work. It was the death of her brother in the First World War that led Roberts to writing. She used her literary work as a means of coming to terms with her loss. Her first volume of short stories appeared in 1925, Ogors y Bryniau, but perhaps her most successful book of short stories is twentieth Grug, a series of stories about children. As well as short stories, Roberts also wrote novels, perhaps her most famous being llên, which reflected the hard life of a slate quarrying family. In 1960 she published llên, a volume of autobiography. Most of her novels and short stories have as a background about the region where she lived in North Wales. She herself said that she derived the material for her work from the society in which I was brought up, a poor society in an age of poverty. It was always a struggle against poverty, but notice that the characters haven't reached the bottom of that poverty. They are struggling against it, afraid of it. Quote, her work deals with the uneventful lives of humble people and how they deal with difficulties and disillusionments. Her work is remarkable for the richness of her language and for her perception, the role of women in society and progressive ideas about life and love are major themes in her work. She also struck up a literary relationship with Saunders Lewis, which they maintained over a period of 40 years through the medium of letters. These letters give us a picture of life in Wales during the period and the comments of these two literary giants on events at home and abroad. Many of her works have been translated into other languages. A selection of Roberts's works in Welsh and in translation. llên, novel, Llandysl, GWASG Goma, 2001. ISBN 0863834809. Ffgaraf Astoria, Zwarail. Short Stories. Denbigh, GWASGG, 2000. ISBN 0001737338. Strud YGLEP, Novella, Bethesda, GWASGG, 2011. ISBN 1-904554-121. YBYWSYNCYSGU. Novel, Denbigh, GWASGG, 1995. ISBN 07074026889. Tynwy Grug. Short Stories. Llandysl, GWASGG, 2004. ISBN 1-904554-016. llên, Autobiography. Denbigh, GWASGG, 2000. ISBN 00017991-4. To Wilheno, Novella, Denby, GWASGG, 2010. ISBN 1-90455407-5. Ifans, Dafford, Anwyl Kate, Anwyl Saunders, Goheberith, 1923–1983. Aberystwyth, National Library of Wales. ISBN 0-907158-579. The Letters of Kate Roberts and Saunders Lewis. Translations Tried Munsiffen. Novel. Trans. Katie Grammich. Annotated edition. Cardigan, Parthian Books. 2012. ISBN 9781908069566. Roberts, Kate. Feet in Chains. Translated by John Idris Jones. Bridgend, Seren, ISBN 1854113216. Roberts, Kate. Sun and Storm and Other Stories. Denby, GWASGG. ISBN 070740347-2. Roberts, Kate. Tea in the Heather. Translated by Wyn Griffith. Bridgend, Seren, ISBN 1854113208. Roberts, Kate. The World of Kate Roberts. Selected Stories, 1925–1981. Translated by Joseph P. Clancy. Philadelphia, Temple University Press. ISBN 0877227942. A general introduction to her short stories in English, which includes a translation of Tay Y and Y Grug.